We mentioned at the top of the show, President Trump has been diagnosed with a common vein condition.
But will it affect his functions as commander-in-chief? I spoke with an Atlanta vein surgeon who further explained the president's condition. Dr. Philip Fleming says chronic venous insufficiency is a common condition affecting people over the age of 70.
It's a condition that up to 40% of Americans are estimated to be afflicted with, and it involves the superficial veins that are located between the skin and the muscle. And there are valves in those veins that keep the flow going in the proper direction, and those valves are what the problem is. They're insufficient.
I asked Dr. Fleming whether insufficiency and mild swelling in the president's legs, combined with his rigorous travel schedule with oftentimes extended flights aboard Air Force One, will present any dangers to the commander-in-chief. The doctor tells me it's all about managing the condition.
Job one will be to start conservative management of this, which would involve things such as wearing compression hose when he travels, or when he's going to be standing or sitting for long periods of time. When he's not, elevating his legs above his heart for 15 or 20 minutes, 4 or 5 times a day to help drain the fluid out, and walking as much as he can walk, and then management of his weight.
So what causes chronic venous insufficiency? Dr. Fleming says family history is a big factor, but lifestyle plays a role too.
We spend a lot of time with our legs in the dependent position. In other words, hanging down. We're sitting at computers, we're flying in airplanes, we're working at desks. And I think that when those valves don't function, the blood doesn't get out of the veins to the heart, and swelling builds up in the lower extremities.
Unlike deep vein thrombosis, which can be a serious condition, chronic venous insufficiency deals mainly with the veins just beneath the skin surface, which Dr. Fleming tells me is an important distinction. Is it a dangerous condition? Should we be worried that the President of the United States is afflicted with it?
No, not at all. It is definitely one of those conditions that will cause pain, discomfort, those sort of things. But one of the things mentioned in the press conference was that his deep veins were clear. In other words, he had no deep vein thrombosis.
And still